Alright, hello and welcome to my first art tutorial. If you're watching this, it's safe to assume that 1. You either have GIMP or any other online art program that you can use so we can go on with the video. And secondly, you want to learn how to shade, and shade beautifully and awesomely. And I am here to teach you those exact things. Now the first thing I'm going to be going over is multiply layers, and then right after I'm going to get into addition layers, or some different art programs call it a different name, but on GIMP they call it addition layers, so that's what I'm going to be calling it throughout the entire video. And at the end I'm just going to be talking about more stuff related to the channel. If you're here just for the multiply layer tutorial, it'd be nice if you stuck around for the end and listened, but you do you. Anyways, let's begin. Alright, and so to start off this video, we're going to begin with multiply layers. So let's imagine, or say you already have in front of you, your beautiful character, or anything for that matter that you've drawn. And you're just admiring it, looking at it, just like taking in its true beauty. And then you think to yourself, I want to add some shading, I want to make it pop. I want to give him some depth so he isn't so one-dimensional. And so your first call of action, and I'm not going to blame you if you've done this before, you probably went to your pen settings and you probably got black and you probably just started coloring over him, and it ended up looking like something similar to this. Now right off the bat, you know, to some people it might look good, but it ain't. That's all I gotta say. You're gonna look at this in the future and just like start gagging yourself. And I got the solution for you. So a better way to go around with shading is using multiply layers. What you want to do, make a new layer, and I suggest making a layer group, because if you put it outside of it and have something like this background layer right here, everything from that multiply layer is going to bleed into the background layer. Some drawing programs have a workaround with this using clipping layers, but using GIMP you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. And it doesn't really give you that benefit. But anyways, get your layer, set it as multiply, that's the mode thing right here on the right side of the screen, and you want to put the multiply layer above the color layer. And so once you got your multiply layer, make sure it's selected, and we're going to give this character a magenta shading. And so what this is going to do is once you put it over, it's going to give it this nice, more vibrant color. This nice, beautiful, amazing color that's going to make your character really stand out. And once we're done with filling in where we want to shade our character with the multiply layer, you can see that we go from this, this is shading with black, we go from this to this, which this is a lot more vibrant, a lot more colorful. It just makes your character look better. Now we can use different colors. It does not always have to be this magenta or this purple, because sometimes scenes are going to be different. Say if you put your character in, I guess, like a forest, you're going to want a more greenish color or a grayish green. Give it like, you just want to use the shading that's going to apply to the scene that your character's in. You don't always want to use the same shade for everything, if you get what I'm saying. Now another thing you can do with multiply layers that you could have done with anything really is you can stack multiply layers on top of each other. So right here, layer 4 is the original multiply layer, then I put layer 5 over it, and I kind of just like filled in areas which I thought needed to be a little darker. Now right now this is both using the same color, but if you want to be a little artistic, you can go ahead and change the other color, make it something else that just kind of like pops out, you know? Could do red, make them look a little deranged, or green, or whatever you want. Just whatever suits you, whatever fits the scene you're drawing is what you should go for. Alright, and so the next part of this video that we're going to be getting into is addition layers, and they work the exact opposite of multiply layers. So instead of shading, they would be throwing color, emulating light on an object or whatever character you're drawing. And so for reference, I got this character right here. Now I kind of want light to be shining on his face all in like this general direction kinda. And so I use an addition layer to do that. So you want to go in the layer that you want your addition layer to be on, make sure it's above the color layer, and set the mode on addition. And so by doing those steps, I kind of like came up with this. I used this color right here for the light because it kind of just gives off this nice, like, you know, orangey sun type effect. But yeah, there's not much to go into with these. If you want, I think this is my multiply layer. Yeah, you can put these two effects together and come up with whatever suits your drawing. I usually like to put them together, but these colors in my opinion don't really work for what I'm trying to show. It's just an example, but yeah, addition layers, basically just put light on whatever you want. And the same thing as a multiply layer, you can put multiple addition layers over each other. Alright, and that's going to conclude this video. Thank y'all for watching. Hopefully this helped y'all. Anything art related that y'all needed with multiply or addition layers. And I apologize for this video being so short. It's my first tutorial. I kind of just wanted to cover everything that I needed to cover, or what I knew about multiply layers. Basically everything I said is the bare bones of it. And extra little info, if you want to join the CLOSI Discord server, that's going to be in the description. It's meant for artists. If you want to join, post art, get suggestions, feedback, or if you just like want to share your art to some people, then I totally recommend joining. We also do stuff like comic progress and all that fun stuff, but yeah, I'd recommend joining. And that's all. Goodbye.